Okay, so let's get started. So this is where we left off last time, and the boss is dead, and what I'm gonna do now is kind of do all the remaining things in Broom Tower, collect all the items I missed, and then fight Sir alone, and then we'll be complete. So let's go over to the main bonfire. I mean the central bonfire. Okay, so here we have several options. First of all, we can go in here, and there's a spell in there, as well as one of the Nadalia idols. I found out that's what their official name is, the Ashen Idol. Or we can go do the second tower. So I'm going to show you guys how you can do the second tower in an easy way, because there's actually a very it's tricky. Okay. So here's the deal. As soon as you get about 3/4 of the way there. Oh wait, let me get rid of the Backstreet Boys. So as soon as you get about 3/4 of the way there, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be invaded by a special NPC, and this guy is in 2 of the DLCs. If you go straight for that chest at the end of the way there, he'll backstab you. This guy is very tricky. He's kind of the way he was programmed is to simulate some of the things that people can do as invaders in this game. So once you start fighting him and you get about 3/4, about a quarter of health down, he's gonna run away. He's gonna run down into the tower, and that's actually a trap, because you will be cursed as you walk down there by the Ashen Idol that's in that tower. And the tricky way of killing him is that when he does that, when he goes down there, you can use a seed of the Tree of the Giants, and then he will be attacked by the regular enemies in the level, like pretty much any like you would be, essentially. He's kind of like a player character, so they'll take care of him for you, other than going down there to certain death. He's gonna be right here. There he is. And he can be tough too. So there he goes. As soon as you hit him enough times, he's gonna pull that stunt. So what you gotta do is use one of these seeds of the Trees of Giant, and he's gonna die pretty soon. So you can take your time to open the chest, do whatever you want to do. What's in here? Bonfire 6. So each Ashen Idol has a different effect. These specific Ashen Idols, what they do is they curse you as well as buff the enemies in the area. So there's only about, I think, 2 of them altogether that do this effect. This one and the one in that door in the middle of that central room. Oh wait, what the fuck? Okay. He was trying to come up here. Oh, now we got the ghost. Beautiful. See, this is the other effect that they have. They revive them. So what I'm going to do is that there's really no sense in taking, you know, the standard slow and meticulous approach to this area. The best thing is just to straight up run all the way down to the idol and destroy it. And then climb back up as soon as you can. Alright, I'm out of here. Oh shit, shit, shit. Get out of there. Watch him shoot an arrow and... Okay. I love it. He repositions himself. So as you can see, this area is extremely dangerous. And since I might die, I'm not gonna take the risk of using the human effigy I just got. I'm just gonna see if I can take. Oh shit! 2-for-1 deal. Okay. Nice and easy. Oh, he fell down. Let me buff up here before I go head to head with that guy. This item right here, that's a +5 alone great bow. So if you haven't used great bows up until this point, that one is a pretty good deal because it's already mostly upgraded. And then you can take it the rest of the way, or you can just use it as is, basically. Shit. I don't want to jump there just yet because we have our little ghost friend around there somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. This one will come to life too, but it looks alright. I guess it doesn't come to life. One of them is trying to fake you out, so keep an eye on that. Ugh. Alright, so it's not over just yet. That chest is looking very, very tempting over there, but as soon as you get right next to the chest, several will come out of the ash and ambush you. So just get far enough just to be able to trigger their appearance and then run away so that you can use the layout of the area to your advantage. I'm gonna try to get fancy here. Yes. And now for what we came here to get. The Majestic Greatsword. This is actually a very special item. This is it's Artorias' greatsword from the first game, and they basically just threw it in as a freebie in the DLC. Oh, god damn it! And it has the same exact moveset. It has the same equipment demands as the original Artorias greatsword. So it's a very unique kind of item that requires very specific builds to use properly, but actually this build could benefit from it, but I'm not like standard small greatswords are not really my deal. Even the legendary ones, to be honest. So that's taken care of. And now, actually what I forgot to mention in the last video was how you actually have to manage your wedges. So basically you start out with a certain amount, and if you get rid of the Nadalia idols on the way here, that's understandable. And then the 4 that you find in that room that I showed you up there, those you can save for the boss fight. Even if you leave 1, the boss is not going to actually use them because he's not programmed to go and heal himself. He's going to fight like normal. But if for whatever reason during the fight he, maneuvers in that direction, he will be healed. So it is doable with just 1, but it's not ideal. So right now I have 2 left, and I have the option of either doing the one in that room here, which will net me a spell that's not really, I think it's a pyromancy, and then the one in that isolated room up there, the dead end room. And I think there's one final one in on the path to get to Suralone. So, and once you beat Suralone, you get the final wedge. So that's basically what you have to manage. I'm thinking about not doing this one, so I'm not going to touch this one right now, and I'll show you guys how to get the item that we missed in this room the last time. Okay. So now that everything is open, this is going to be a lot easier. Take care of Mr. Hidden Guy right here. Send this over there. And then we got to get rid of the two mages. There we go. Alright, now the other one. We want to clear the path for when we have these guys move over there. And he's dead. If I get too close here to the door, I'm going to aggro the giant, so I don't want to do that. Okay, oh shit, there's only one? Come on. Over there. Go over there, buddy. He might do it all on his own, but just in case, I'm gonna help him with the process. Okay. So that's what we get: the Katarina gauntlets and pants. And now we can get out of here. We never have to come back here for any reason. Now let's try that jump that I told you guys about earlier. I might die here, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So you want to do it as the thing is going up rather than when it's going down. Oh! I made it. Oh shit. Well, fuck the crystal. I'm not worried about that. Oh, bright bugs. Great. Actually, those items are really great. I shouldn't hate. You can use bright bugs to severely increase your damage output for difficult bosses and things like that. So now we have to think about which one I should do. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this one. Alright, so basically as soon as we get in there, it's gonna be completely pitch black. Because of the effect of the Nadalia thing. I'm gonna put in a curse bite ring. Do I have a curse bite ring? Okay, so I'm probably gonna get cursed in there. Actually, let me skip that because I'm out of effigies. I'll show this one. I'll leave this one for last. So let's go up to the prowlers and take care of those guys. You know what? No, fuck it. Let's do it. There's that curse effect. Some of these rooms are empty. See, and it continues. That's the issue. So it kind of... I'm just going to make a run for it. Because this is where she is. Alright, I made it. So I don't have to worry about my health getting lower and lower. Come on. They're just staying in there. So this is where the pyromancy is. Fire snake, which is actually very useful. It's one of my favorite pyromancies. Another thing is that in New Game Plus 2 and onwards, there's going to be a couple of red phantoms in here as well. So you have to deal with them as well. And I think they use like the whip with thorns in it, so they do bleed damage. They're a pain in the ass. Oh, they're stuck in the door. Cheese time. And now we're gonna go back and get the piece of her soul that's missing here, as well as this. Oh. The good thing about well, I mean, not the good thing, but something that you can actually use against the enemies in this area is that they cannot leave the confines of the room itself, so they will not get beyond the door. And if it comes down to it, you can just cheese them using that strategy, and you completely avoid having like the danger of going in there and killing them yourself. So let's go up to that room. Okay, so now that you beat Sir Alone, this is activated, and if you have the Ashen Mist Heart, you can go into the memory of the Old King and fight Sir Alone, which we will be doing in a bit. But first, let's kill the Prowlers. Here's something to know about the Prowlers. They're wearing a unique armor set called the Mad Warrior armor set. So it's a good idea before you fight them to use a rusted coin. That way you increase the probability that they're going to drop their set. The katana that they use is also unique. It's called the Mad Warrior katana. It's something like that. It was also in Dark Souls 3. But basically, you want to have your luck as high as possible so you can farm them for the item. Just be careful because there's a whole squad of them. There we go, that's 2 of them. No drops. One drop. What do we got? Mad Warrior Mask. So if you're ever like, if you really want that set, you can get them from here just by using a bonfire aesthetic in the nearest bonfire. The thing is, you'll also increase the difficulty, I think, because I think this is the bonfire that they're linked to. So if every time you use a bonfire aesthetic here, you might be required to beat the boss, though I'm not 100% sure on that. And you might also be increasing the difficulty of the boss by a new game cycle. So you could be making things very difficult for yourself. The other option, though, for getting that set is to just go over to Belfry Soul, and you'll be able to get it there. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, so you actually don't get it in Belfry Soul for free. There is a Mad Warrior Red Phantom that spawns randomly if you're in the Bell Keeper Covenant, and you can farm it from him. It'll also level up the Covenant if you don't like to do online play. But yeah, that's the other option. What did I come here for? Oh yeah, to buy effigies. She's out. I wonder who else sells effigies. Falcon? Actually, let's go get it from this guy. Okay, so now we can look not like a zombie. Okay, let's take this shortcut. What the fuck? Where'd he come from? This way we don't have to go through the room completely filled with the Lady of Ghosts that will make it a pain in the ass to get back to the bonfire. Oh, Shrek. Okay, here we go. So here we're gonna meet our same buddies, NPCs from the Furnace Demon boss fight, Lori and Idel. And they're gonna play the same exact role. It's just about getting us to the boss, because this area is also a gauntlet. It's not as bad as the Furnace Demon hellhole, but it's pretty difficult. There's almost no way really of running past enemies. You're forced to deal with them. So it's good to have them as a, you know, to take the heat off of me. Basically, that's the whole role they play. Because they don't do much damage. Okay, so it looks like this one already came out. This is the path I always take. And then here you can come get these are immobile, so you don't have to worry about them being like, they're not nearly as dangerous as they are in the Forest of the Fallen Giants cave. So killing them is actually optional. There's gonna be a couple more hiding out here. I think there's one behind the pillar right here. Oh no, he's already dead. So just be careful with these Alone Knights actually have more poise and do more damage than the regular ones. So it's important to be aware of that, because you know what you learn when you originally fight them in the Iron Keep might work against you. Let's get rid of this guy while we're at it. And then that one. So here's the thing. If you want to run this area, the only way to make, by the time you make it here, you will have aggroed every single Alone Knight in that room. Every single one that we fought almost one by one. And then when you get down to this hallway, you're going to have to be dodging every single firebomb that comes out of that salamander's mouth. You can roll and then fall here and go into the next area. Otherwise, if you go in to try to kill it, they will all follow you. And you'll have to deal with basically being stuck up there. It's basically a trap, because they don't want you to run through the area. And it's kind of a pain, but you know, it's necessary in this to fight this boss. At least with the other one, while it might be harder, the process of actually getting there, there's ways, you know, which I exploited to avoid having to fight everything. Jesus. Oh no. I love it. They actually don't care about me. I mean, they don't care about the two guys. They're targeting me specifically. So it kind of kills the point. Now for the two archers. So if you want, you can actually go right to the boss, because he's right there. But there's an entire underside to this area, which I think can be exploited to avoid some encounters, but it's never really worked that way for me, so I don't really go down there for any reason. And it's not worth it for the items either, because I think the best item that there is down there is actually like a standard twin blade that's +6 or something like that. So it's not anything like spectacular you're gonna miss out on. I think it's that over there. Yeah, twin blade +7, that's it. And I think that's all the, yeah. Wait, let me check over here. Oh, and the other thing is, since this is a memory, you're kind of on a time limit, just like in the Giant's memories. So keep that in mind, because you might just get kicked out, you know, right before the boss, which is not a good idea, since it takes so much work to do a run-up to the boss. Okay. So here, let me quickly then do this operation. This boss is too fast to have such a slow weapon. So we're gonna switch right back over to the strategy that we used for the other guy. And we're set. Fuck. God damn it. There's one thing I forgot to mention too about this boss. If you defeat him without getting hit a single time, you get to see a special death animation for him. I've never seen it because I get very freaked out with that boss, but it's there, you know, in case you... It's doable. It just takes a lot of planning and practice, and I haven't really kind of dedicated the planning and practice necessary to do it. So now I'm going to demonstrate what is pretty much the fastest path you can take, which is what I take every time I'm trying to fight him. You beat that one, and then you immediately run up here and fight the one that's hiding in this little platform. Then after that, there's this one. Oh shit, there's more. I love that. They don't do any damage to the enemies. And they barely distract them as it is too, which is the whole point of why they were placed in this area. Alright. So now we got two more. There's one in the doorway that will spot you as soon as you enter this area, and then the captain at the end. Now very quickly we kill the salamander. And we move on to the next area. All it takes is one step in there to get two of them on your ass. And then here, just move to the right, and you'll get one of them coming after you. Now for the archers. And then the final one. Perfect. Alright, second try. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. I don't know if I want to do it again right now. Actually, for a quick change of pace, let's try, how many of these wedges do we have left? We have one left. So very quickly, I'm gonna, should I do this one? Actually, I'll leave this one alone because this one is not affecting absolutely anything here. So, and I'll take care of the other one. Shit. Oh my god, what are you talking about? You don't understand. Anyway. Is that a crystal lizard over there? Oh yeah, that's the one that runs away. So here, very quickly, we're gonna go ahead and handle the guy here and get the Nadalia's soul, so that we don't ever really have to come. Well, I don't have to come back here for anything ever again. But you want to get him away from her because she's gonna be healing him. Come on, come on. Come on. Alright, so he's done. You could try opening this door by leading him away so you have enough room and time to do so, but I always just beat him. If you have a strong enough weapon, you don't have to worry about it. Here, this actually doesn't go anywhere, so you want to be very careful not to fall off, because this was my first death, I think, in the entire the first time I did this DLC. I pretty much just walked right off the edge there. Here we got a couple more corpses with random items. I think this is the one that has nothing. Yep. So this is done. Now there's that item at the very beginning, the ring that I spoke about. We're gonna get that as well, and that way the only thing that will be missing will be Sir alone and the Nadalia idol that's right next to him. Alright, so from here, now the elevator is functioning. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the path down and then jump on it right here. And we get the Baneful Bird Ring. I don't know what this this ring does. I think it gives you more resistance for your shield when you're guarding. I'm not entirely sure. And actually that's pretty much the entire DLC, with the exception of Sir alone and the last Nadalia sprite. It's done. That's every item, pretty much everything that's hidden here I've gone over. But now let's try to do Sir alone. Fuck, where'd he come? Oh, he followed me in here. Anyway, I think I'm gonna take a little break for a little bit because I'm not feeling like doing so alone right now. So I'll be back just for that and maybe just splice the two videos together.